Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Strolling and Trolling. It's been a while, Tyler. How you been?
Doing good.
It's been a
Ready to
long
be
while.
back at this.
Yeah.
Back at the grind.
Look at that. Look at that. Face cams for both of us. You're a little blurry, but that's just because you're fading off into the background.
I don't know what the hell this is, but I don't know why it's all blurry all of a sudden. Yeah.
Oh,
Finger shot.
perfect. Great start to a great podcast.
I don't know why it's blurry, but
So, personally, I'm going to consider this the factory reboot of Strollin and Trollin, especially since now that I'm in charge, I can make sure that these podcast videos are recorded properly and that my audio isn't completely missing, ruining pretty much half of the podcast and taking out the entire competitive sex questions. I can't believe you did that. I'm still mad about it.
shut up.
So we're gonna consider this thing a factory reset. This is the new episode 1. It's like when we were playing Ark and we died on the castle and then we rebooted it for 3 episodes and then the series ended because I moved.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah, it was. Speaking of which, I did move. A new background, new bedroom. It's trash right now because I still haven't moved in and there's like stacks upon stacks of boxes over there. Maybe I can watch this. Ooh. Crazy. You kind of see them all the way over there. Stacks upon stacks of totes.
I see that microphone.
Yeah, the new Blue Yeti microphone for better quality. It's gonna be awesome.
How much did that cost? It looks different than mine.
$100.
Here's mine, by the way.
Yours is bigger and clunkier, but you also got yours on sale. If I remember, yours was $80 is what you bought it for, but it was on sale from $120, I think.
I got the Blue Yeti for Christmas.
Oh, I remembered it being expensive as frick.
These are the top model of microphones, so it probably was pretty expensive. I don't know the exact prices though. I do remember I did get my webcam I got for the first webcam. This one was also a Christmas gift, but
I just found this one in a box and it works great. My lighting is still terrible. I've been streaming recently.
You just found it in a box. What?
I did just find it in a box of random stuff, so that's cool. My lighting is still terrible. You would know this if you watch my streams, which I know you did. I know you were there because I made your channel better. Also, drink of choice, not a sponsor, Mango Pepsi. A friend of mine got me hooked on it while I was at summer camp, and now I can't stop drinking it. It's good.
Well then.
Anyway, yeah, so I moved. Big changes, really big changes. For me, my channel, for college too. I've decided that I'm not going to MSU anymore. Big news. I'm instead going to LCC for a completely different path of graphic design. Isn't that crazy? Speaking of which, I think it's pretty obvious by now why I want to go into graphic design. I mean, I don't know. YouTube is a hobby, and then, also... You look so dead right now with the face, and it's really bothering.
I'm playing Planet Coaster. I'm listening, though. Keep talking.
Okay, cool.
I'm probably actually just going to reset my park. Hold on.
Oh. Anyway. So I'm going into graphic design. I've made a lot of weird edits. Like... You
have. You made a lot of emotes for the channel.
I did make a lot of emotes for the Discord. By the way, join it. Link in the description. I couldn't remember the words. It's been so long. It was like, what are you supposed to say when there's a thing down below? Speaking of which, like and subscribe and ring that bell. Pew, 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 pew.
Hell yeah.
But anyway. I make weird things. I make really weird things. A couple recent ones. I made us as Among Us characters. I made Lucas, but Sans. I don't know if I put that one on the Discord or if I just sent that to him. I made a bunch of meme templates with Tyler from one emote that is just, I think it's, what is it, Pringles Sus or something? Do the
Pringles
face.
Sus, and there's also, I've got like 3 Pog emojis made of me, so.
Do the Sus face just for the people to see.
I don't even know how to make that face. I don't even know how I did that.
And
look at that face. Like I
There
can't
you
do
go.
that. It's not. It doesn't work. You know. It's like something that you do subconsciously and you just can't recreate.
Well, so one of the things I've been doing to get those emotes and to get like a bunch of new, because I really feel like that there should be like 150 emotes on your server. We have the potential to do this, but we just haven't been. There's a lot of them on your server that have no relation to you whatsoever. Like I made the "Why did you ping me" one, a Pringle version of that to make it fit in more. And instead of the you ape just being a random chimpanzee, I made it the edit of you as a monkey. I think
Right.
it's working out really well.
I
But
think so
anyway,
too. I'm liking it. I'm liking the emotes. They're doing really good. Well, they're not really doing anything except being funny, but
I mean they're gonna use a little bit. I mean I'm using my Jeff Sus one all the time. Um,
I use them, but
of course, and we're gonna use you ape and why did you ping me all the time because they're ones that we do
right.
use all the time, and that's why I went for them first. I was like, man, these are really popular emotes on this server. But I do think it was funny that we had like 8 different Pog emotes. I think that's hilarious.
One of them's one of them looks like a freaking virus. It's a Pog virus thing.
It's a demon from Doom, the original one. I
Oh,
think
that's why Dan Snake wanted that one.
yes,
He likes Doom.
he does like Doom. He plays it all the time. Um, but anyway,
I like Doom too.
Doom is good. Doom is good. Good game. Good game. But
Doom
anyway,
good.
what I've been doing to get a bunch of them, well, most of the ones I've been doing recently have just been redesigns. Like I just made the Pringles sus into a meme template, and now I'm gonna make a bajillion more of them, and I'm probably never gonna stop. Because I think it's just hilarious, and I can use them in so many reactions. Basically I have this whole folder of saved images and edits and stuff, and inside,
Oh,
which
what?
one is
Oh, how have you? If you die and we have to look through your computer for shit that you made, it's gonna be an experience. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's gonna be like searching through the back rooms because it's like files within files within files within files. You go into the pictures file to get to the channel file to get to the weird edits file to get to the Tyler Wen file. For that new template.
There's a whole file for that.
Yes, because I've made 36 of them, and I'm going to make 100 more. And I'm going to do a whole video on it, where kind of like Spunk Borb when he's taking 40 Benadryls. You know what I'm talking about when I say that?
Yeah, that one.
I'm going to do one of those, but for you and Tyler Wen. I think it's going to go up on my channel. I haven't decided whether or not I want to put it on your channel or not. Because it is kind of a you thing, but at the same time, I need content. Speaking of which, one of the things that has very obviously been really stopped because mostly content drought, and I don't feel like going back years and years to find new clips. Daily shorts lasted like 4 months, and just all of a sudden,
oh good,
cease.
Yeah, well, I stopped uploading videos. My upload schedule is very sparse because I'm the busiest that I feel like I've ever been in my life right now. And I have a lot of ideas of stuff that I want to do. Speaking of which, there's a couple of story videos that I really want to do. They're going to take a long time, especially one of them where it's going to probably be like hours and hours of me just talking. So I might split that one into parts. I'm still deciding about that one.
Oh my god.
But like, I want to do that. I want to vlog again, but can't go anywhere. None of that's school. I want to do stuff, can't do it. So right now it's just a bunch of like prediction stuff. Sparsely or movie reviews when we go see a movie.
Stuff.
Right,
oh, we did go see Batman. Right? We did go see Batman recently.
I did. I was resurrected. Yeah, you fell asleep. That was a long movie though.
It was the middle of the day. Movie.
It was the middle of the day though.
Yeah.
Like, if it was at night, it makes a little bit of sense, but the middle of the day.
The movie was dark and like had just hints of black and orange, and the theater was dark, and I was just in the mood, and I was just kind of like, you guys told me I was snoring, and you were laughing at me the whole time.
Yeah, you were snoring. You did.
Tapped on me and said, "Wake the fuck up! Why are you snoring? it's so embarrassing, but you guys apparently didn't do that. I'm dying. So I did come back as a YouTube channel as well, as I kind of mentioned. But again, I need to make that official return video, because the one really way that I said that I returned was in the NASCAR sucks thing, which I still need to make a response to. I planned on doing a bunch of videos the past couple of days, but I've been sick. This is the first day where I feel like not vomity. I mean, I'm coughing and I'm sneezing and I can't breathe.
Yesterday you said you were vomiting. Yesterday you said you were vomiting because your room smelled like peanut butter. Can you elaborate on that?
I can. Hey, how's it going? Is it back here?
Great close-up shot. Yeah.
Where the hell is it? Hello? Aha. So I thought it was a good idea. A little bit of a Jeff and the Mellows Insider edition. I thought it was a good idea because I'm a hungry boy and I work late into the night, to have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches ready whenever I wanted them. And so I have peanut butter. I left it open overnight. And my whole room smelled like peanut butter. The entire room. And I left to go take a shower. And when I came back, it was very strong. I did make it all the way outside before I threw up twice. But I did throw up twice because of the peanut butter smell. Now, I don't know if that's
really makes you that nauseous?
I don't know if it was really that because, like, I was already sick, or that just pushed me over the edge, or if it was just legitimately that strong, because it felt crazy. It was absolutely insanely strong at the time, and I literally walked into my room and was like, "Whoa, what the heck? What is going on?" It was very weird.
I would have loved to see that reaction.
No, you wouldn't, because
what's going on? Yeah, man.
You would not have wanted to see that because it was followed very quickly by. Actually, when I vomited, I was going into my car to go buy shit, and I got into my car, sat down, looked to the side, and projectile vomited outside the car window. And I looked down at it and I was like, that looks like melted chocolate ice cream. Funky. And then I proceeded to go shopping and shrugged it off like nothing happened. And then I got home and I was much, much worse.
That reminds me of the, when you, threw up butter.
In the Walmart parking lot. That was a not fun experiment. I am definitely happy to not take part in the next pop drinking video that you do.
I got you a flavor though. You asked for a flavor, so I got you one.
I did ask for a flavor, but does that tie me into it? Do I have to drink it on camera?
You got coffee.
I did get coffee,
which is one that I think will get some good reactions. In fact, I have them all sitting right over there. I could go over them if you want me to. Hold on.
You should totally.
Okay, I'm just gonna quit this. I'm just gonna quit this game. I'm not gonna play Planet Coaster while we do this. Let me go over them and see. Actually, I'll go grab them real quick.
Okay, you do that. I'll keep talking about something. I don't know. I have no idea what I should talk about. But anyway, I'm coming back as a YouTube channel.
Oh!
We're back, baby. He's back.
Okay.
He looks concerned.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I don't think he can't hear
my
me.
Headphones back on so I can hear what I'm saying.
Hear what you're saying. What?
Moving Discord back to my main monitor. So there we go.
Oh no, he's looking at me. Straight head on. Hello, Tom.
Alright, so this is the first set of 4. The front 2. I think this one's yours. Then you move, and then these are the other 2. And then this is the second set. These are these 2. These 2. That's the preview.
Kind of a
you got
mystery.
coffee.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Which is the only one I'm going to reveal. I changed mine on the last second when we go to get them. So it's a surprise. Plus, me and Eli picked out 2 other surprise ones.
This will be interesting.
And then plus the other ones that other people picked. So we'll have to. I don't know when we're gonna be able to do that,
Dining.
but eventually we'll get around to doing that at some point. But yeah. I have no clue when. It was really hard to coordinate everybody to get there. That's
it's always hard to coordinate these things though. Like this is always an issue. Like I've wanted to go bowling 3 times this week, and every single time
you got sick.
I did get sick. But Monday
you can go on Monday.
But I don't want to go because of a specific someone. You know exactly who I'm talking about. And he just ruined it again. Plus, also, you're not going to be there. Lucas isn't going to be there.
No, I have to work. I have to work. I can't be there.
So it would be me, Eli, and the person I don't like just bowling. And I damn well know Eli's going to spend most of the time on the VR area anyway. So I'm just like, nah, right. I'll pass. But coordinate these things is very difficult. Like, and that's
it's just that I'm so. It's just that I'm so busy.
Everybody's been busy. It just doesn't stop.
It'll be better in the summer when I can readjust my work schedule. I won't have school, and
I will have school.
I can devote more time into the channel and hanging out with friends and living my life again. So, cause I got movie. I got a lot of plans for the summer. Probably, most likely, we're gonna have to wait to do these over the summer when school gets out. We're also we're gonna see Jurassic World, the Bob's Burgers movie. I think that's gonna be a complete crapshoot. So the couple of movie things, and then also taking some trips and stuff like that, and doing a little bit of vlogging and stuff like that.
Real vlogs this time, not just we go to Walmart and drink pops. We're gonna do some real vlogs. At least you plan to do some real vlogs. Have you revealed any of them? Do people know what you're doing other than us?
Well, see what I can confirm at this point. Any major vlog? Well, there's stuff I want to do. Well, yeah, there's stuff I want to do. Not much is confirmed. September, I'm going to the NASCAR race in Bristol, vlogging that. So I can confirm that's happening mid-September.
I can confirm that they will turn left.
I sent you a video where they turn right. You didn't listen to it.
I have yet to watch it because I have yet to watch your video because I want a distinct reaction to it when I do a reaction video. Or a reaction.
Is this just going to be a constant thing where we react to each other's responses now?
It would be funny. But I don't know. I'm going to try to do the next one like Moist Critical does. I'm going to find like a white t-shirt and just sit there and kind of talk like this and be kind of like, yeah, he's kind of lame. He thinks that turning left is not what they do the entire time, which in fact it is what they do the entire time. Kind of like when I shoved my hand so far up my ass that I felt my mouth. You know, the Moist Critical thing. Speaking of...
But you won't look like Jesus, though, when you do it. So... Unless you dye your hair black.
I would look more like Greek Jesus. I have Greek hair. Like, you know the little baby things that shoot arrows?
Cupid?
Yes, Cupid. I couldn't think of his name. I look like Cupid.
He doesn't have hair. He's bald, first of all.
Cupid is bald? So, I didn't know that.
I'll look it up.
He's looking it up. I thought Cupid had hair like me. I know a lot of the Greek people do, and a lot of the Greek
statues does have hair. I like you, though. It's more like that's not more wavy, not curly.
Just look up like a Greek statue. They all have hair like me. I could be Greek Jesus.
True.
Who is Greek Jesus?
Probably just Jesus.
Zeus? We could have a whole conversation about Zeus. I know you probably don't know much, but I know that he fucked a cow. And because he fucked a cow, and his wife at the time punished my friend, what was his name? Alejandro. Punished Alejandro and turned him into a peacock. Yes, exactly. I can't believe you remember that. That's such a forgotten thing from long ago. That was
How could I forget that? How could I forget
That was
that?
probably more than a year ago. It feels so long
No, it
ago.
was about a year. Well, a little bit less than a year ago. Still, actually, it was right when you got your
Oh, I guess
driver's
it would have
license and
been
you could drive.
September. No, wait, no, because I was driving the entire summer.
It was in May last year. We went to the
It
zoo.
was in May. Why was it in
Yeah, it
May?
was in May. Cause you say I uploaded in May.
Are you looking at the new one or the old one? The unedited 40-minute one or the new?
The time we actually went there, yes, was May.
I didn't. I
The
don't remember
current
it being
vlog,
in May.
current vlog was uploaded. The one you can watch, people can watch right now, is August something. But
August. I actually I can't believe that was such a good time. We need to do more of that. Even small little like mini golfing vlogs are better than going to Walmart drinking pop. You know. I feel
come
like.
on, your reactions in the second pop video were priceless.
But you
Especially
can't.
the one, my favorite one out of them all was the ranch one because you were like, I was rewatching it this morning. I put in the best Springleston compilation, but all your reactions, and I put my reaction in there as well. But you're like, all right, quickly pass it back, and then you just take a giant swig of it, hand it off to Elon, and then immediately turn over to the door and start throwing up.
There was one where I was like, where Eli drinks it and he's like, "It's not even that bad," and I was like, "What is wrong with you?" Because I was like,
That was the ranch. I was like, tastes like incorrect water to me. And he's like, what the fuck?
What is incorrect water? What does that even mean? Incorrect water.
If any of them tasted like incorrect water, it was the Kim Jong Un one. Let's be real. I mean,
I don't even remember what that tastes like, but of course you definitely
tastes
would
like
since you
fountain.
chugged them all.
Well, yes.
Bin Laden won that war. You have to redeem yourself this next time.
I have a couple chances. Actually, I have one chance.
Another vlog I want to do, and you guys are going to be more against doing it because you guys are all couch potatoes, is I really, really, really want to go camping. And do
You've
a bunch of camping-related challenges. It would be really, really cool. Like a 7-part video, like a 3-day weekend. We go in on Friday night. First video, setting up camp. We make our own little forts, but then we pretend to sleep in those little forts, but actually we're over here in these tents. And then the next morning we wake up and it's like split up into 2 videos, right? The morning we make breakfast, and then we end it with the idea of lunch on the horizon. We do something stupid in between, like lawn darts.
We could recreate that. At sunset, we could recreate that meme that, what's it called? Regular show meme. You know what I'm talking about? The one where they're all sitting on that cliff, and then it cuts to the next one. It's just Benson, or not Benson, the other guy.
Skips?
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said Benson. Do you know who else has dementia? Do you know who else has dementia?
Not me, right? What are we talking about?
But then after lunch, the next video was like, right after lunch. Because I don't want to be on camera all the time, and I'm gonna go camping casually soon, hopefully. And then after lunch, it's like this whole like capture the flag thing. Like I want it to be a very involved thing, and I want there to be just more than you, me, and Lucas.
If we're doing this, it has to involve a body of water of some sort.
Well, I have a place in mind. I can't say it right now because it'll dox us, and there will be people out there scouting it out, looking for us when we're there.
We'll have to make it a really fun adventure and bring out some weapons to defend ourselves against the invaders.
We'll do turkey hunting, but instead it's for creeps. I'll have the turkey hunting juice and everything. But I want it to be more. Obviously, there has to be a body of water. You're definitely right on that. Now, whatever we're doing in there, we could be swimming. I don't know, or we could just be straight fishing.
We could try and make our own boat.
Make our own boat. That's a great idea. But
that's what I was thinking.
Just a 3-day weekend, but 7 videos out of that one weekend. It would just be insanely good.
I think if we're gonna do something like that, I think one of us needs to invest in a camera, so that way we aren't relying on our phones for filming and for other stuff,
Yeah. Other
especially if we're going out into
stuff?
the wilderness.
Oh, yeah, because they work so well out there.
Um,
I just.
that's not something I really have thought of, but that was the thing I was thinking about back before I got my new phone. I was like, maybe I should get a camera instead and use that, but no, never really did.
I think that maybe we should still think about getting vlog cameras, especially with all the stuff that you want to do. It might be better, like to get a GoPro or something and just strap it to your chest when you
I'll
go on
probably
them big rides. So
ride
wink,
the roller
wink,
coasters,
wink.
bro.
Uh, uh, I can't wink while looking at myself in the camera. Wink, wink. It's so hard to do that while
I just look
looking
like
at myself.
I just look like I have an epileptic seizure because I kind of partially blink my other eye as well. Not quite, but kind of.
I know, me too. I do this weird thing with my mouth
Goodness.
too, where it's like, I also have the Dwayne the Rock Johnson eyebrow thing going on.
You still have to make that emote. You still have to make Lucas doing that as an emote.
Oh God, I don't even remember that. I know you sent me a
It's in the
picture.
it's in the server improvement chat.
Oh
I
yeah,
think I
right.
pinged you for it. You have to look for it.
I'm gonna make him round. Um, which sounds really weird out of context, but you know it all makes sense in the end. Speaking of which, linked in the description. Join the Discord. Real fun times. Look out for Lieutenant Dead Kittens. He's just kind of a thing. He may be annoying, maybe not. He may come off as aggressive. He may come off as like just a weird kind of thing that exists on the Discord, like a metaphysical, like Michael Jackson.
Just whatever you do, don't join Lust Inc. Please. Don't
That's
become
Lieutenant's
demented.
server, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been on it. Because I'm not a horny boy like the rest of y'all. Um, but anyway, the Discord actually is a great topic to talk about because the Discord's been kind of popping off recently. I mean, like the number of avid viewers has gone up by 3, with Jody and Kent and Bent Cheese or Sophie, I guess. I heard a noise and it really freaked me out. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh,
Um,
oh, 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 oh.
it's like that one video where you're talking about like some. I can't remember if that's the Impossible one or whatever, or like just foods that you despise. Where you're like the entire video you stop and you're like.
Because I think there was somebody coming down this. I was home alone while making those, so I thought I
I
heard
know.
footsteps, and it really freaked me the fuck out. That's why.
It's just like it just adds to it, you know. Like if I were to edit that video and make like a YouTube poop out of it, it would just be the most chaotic stuff. I can't even imagine how good it would be.
Got to do that for the Nickelodeon one where I did the dance.
Oh, I have a whole plan for all of your dances that you do in your videos. Don't even worry. All in good time, my friend.
Taylor's dance logo like this. Yeah, wow. I remember that. That was hilarious.
I'm gonna have to remember this one. 30 minutes into the podcast. Write that down. Write that down. Tyler dances 30 minutes into this episode of Strollin and Trollin, the first
You can
episode,
also
the reboot.
you can also just look up the rant or look at the Best of Pringleson compilation. It's in both of those too. So
Yeah, the rant is worth watching just for the sake of, it's just Tyler being an idiot. And that's enough for most of
rambling
us. The
ramblings of a madman.
madman. Exactly. The ramblings of a madman. Speaking of which, back to the Impossible Whopper one. There are so many good facial events that happen in there. By that I mean, I've been watching a lot of your videos on 0.25 speed. Basically, to get some good reaction faces from you to turn into emotes. And oh my god, watching that video on 0.25 stream speed is stream worthy. Just to watch the entire video and stop it occasionally. I stopped myself a minute in because it was so hilarious that I was like, okay, I gotta do this for like a video or something. And I can just screenshot it as I go, you know? But like, oh my god, there are some really funny reactions where your eyes do crazy stuff that is completely inhuman. And I just don't understand where these reactions come from. It's like what you said with the Pringles sus, where you can't actually recreate it. It just kind of happened.
Well, it's because YouTube likes to find things that I'm doing. It's like a transition from frame to frame. Like it's a movement from one reaction to the next. And YouTube likes to catch that and then make that a thumbnail. And that's when I get like these weird ones where I'm like, or like that, you know, like it's stuff that happens in like a split second, but they catch it and they make that the thumbnail. And that it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Right. I mean, I definitely would consider it a blessing because, I mean, it just births these incredible images like the blur that, you know exactly what image I'm talking about when I say the blur. It's in your channel banner that I made for you. It's just so hilarious to all of us that it exists. And it's just from these, like, you know, quick movements on your camera are in low quality. Anytime you do them, they'll just be low quality. Like, if I do this, and I make it look like... Was it you? Wait a minute. Was it you who said that going really fast, and you described it as doing this with your hands? Was that you?
Maybe.
From back in the day, from walking home from high school? I swear to God, it must have been you. Where you were like, oh, I'm going really, the people go really fast. Like, I bet it was you. I'm like 90% certain that was you. Which is hilarious to me that memory just popped back into my head. Which we still need to get Simon on this podcast.
We need to get a lot of people on this podcast.
Simon and Sean. You need to talk to Sean. Get him.
I haven't seen him in a while. I've seen him there before, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Grab him by the balls.
He's like 6'5".
Perfect height. Tall. Perfect height. Grab him by the balls. Drag him to the Discord.
Yeah, he'll kick me over to Utah or something. So.
Utah?
There's nothing in Utah.
There's nothing in a lot of the states in America. I mean, most of them are terrible and bland and boring. Also, we need to do a Pringleson and Company road trip at some point, you know? That would be also
Well, going
awesome.
to places going to some of these amusement parks would count as road trips.
I'm talking like across the country.
Fuck, that's a lot.
It is a lot. It's way down the road, but it needs to happen. It would be such a fun experience.
It would be fun. I don't know.
We'd go on tour. I don't know what we do, but we'd go on tour.
Remember Markiplier went on tour? He said
Which time? He's been on tour a lot, and yeah, he did hate it.
He said he hates going on tour. Too much of a commitment.
But you know what? What if we just did Pringleson and Co. Con? I couldn't remember the word for that either. PringleCon. Pringleson and Con? Pringle.
We need to go to VidCon.
TylerCon.
We need to, if VidCon ever becomes a thing again, we need to go, and we'll get tons of exposure because there'll be a ton of other YouTubers there, and we'll even vlog it. We'll get to meet people, and we'll come back and we'll be popular. And the next year, we'll start our own con. There you go. We'll literally take over the Anaheim Convention Center and have our own con.
We'll have our own convention with a whole panel dedicated to Lycan's legs. You know, that's the the panel. Lycan's legs. It sounds like a restaurant. They serve crab legs, and chicken legs, and rabbit legs.
I'm trying not to bring back the wheeze because I hate when I wheeze.
Fish legs. I can only think of 3 legs. No, wait. Yes, 3. Human legs?
Fish legs.
Fish legs. Oh yeah, a good idea not bringing back the Wii's. Speaking of discontinued series, that was such a weird experience for me to be on the receiving end of your Lego DC Supervillains Wii's. That just completely came out of nowhere, and it was so
Well,
bombarding.
whenever I work at nights and I come home, it just happens. Like I'll laugh at anything and it'll just happen. Like it doesn't happen when I work during the day, it doesn't happen when I don't work at all. It just happens when I work at night for some reason. I don't know what it
Such
is.
a weird thing.
I have a lot of weird health conditions. They're not really conditions, they're more just anomalies.
What a thing to mention on the podcast. Yes, Tyler, let's talk about your weird health anomalies.
Let's talk about some of these stories that I want to do. Because I've done a lot of stories on this channel. Uh,
Good
I want to do
segue.
one talking about my time in Cub Scouts, which I'll probably end up doing on my own. Because I tend to get into more of a rhythm and say stuff better when nobody else is on there doing that. And
Because you get into a rhythm because you're not bouncing off of other people and you're not waiting for other people to talk. It's just easier that
that
way.
one won't be too long. I do want to talk about the Pinewood Derby because that was a big part of it.
That
I
could
want
be
to talk
its
about
own video.
popcorn selling. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about um, there was one event we did where we ripped up American flags and then burned them. So that I want to talk about that.
I do
I
remember
want
that
to talk
specific
about,
event.
let's see what. Oh, we did a pie eating contest. That's how I learned I hated pie. Um, that was for one. Was that for Scouts? I don't remember.
Don't
It was
tell
for. I
me.
think it was for
Do
Scouts. We
not,
did a
do
pie.
not, do not tell me that is the only time you've had pie and you have not had it since and you hate it because of that one time.
Maybe.
Oh
Um,
my god. I do
what was
not
another
believe
one?
this.
I got some other good ones. Let's see.
I mean, we already talked about the cabin thing, but there were
The
a lot of
cabin
like,
weekend.
there
The
were a lot
cabin
of
weekend.
weird kind of like when we were getting those little tiny pins. Like you and I were the only two to get all of them of. Oh
And we got these big plaques. I could talk about the end of the year thing as well. That's where we got them from. Um,
yeah, the
and talk
blue and gold
about.
ceremony. I remember these because my sibling was in it,
Oh,
and
there
I
was
continued
one.
on.
Let's see. There was one where we went and literally just learned different ways to tie knots. I thought that was the most boring thing in the world.
I am an Eagle Scout. I do not remember any of the knots that I had to learn because, in my opinion, and in most Eagle Scouts' opinions, you only had to learn it once. I remember square knot. I remember lashings, and that is it. I do not remember
I don't remember any of them. I just
rugged
remember being
eagle
there and being
knots.
extremely bored. And I remember you and Eli being there as well. Or maybe just Eli. I don't know if you, I think you were there.
I
You
was
should have been
probably
there.
there. I would assume that you and I both went to every single thing because we won that award or whatever at the end with the all 20 pins or
Let's see.
whatever. Because we did
But
a lot of things.
the
We
majority
went
of the
to
stories are.
we went to an airport. Do you remember that? I have a picture of that somewhere. We were at the airport and
Going
we were all there. And Eli had that stupid hat that he always wore, stupid
to
winter
the
hat.
airport. I don't remember going to the airport. I
We also
do.
went to
A lot of the
jail.
stories.
And
Went to jail.
we did, and we met the canine unit and everything. Just like the
Oh
Ingham
my
County
god, I don't
Jail, and
remember that.
we saw all their police cars and stuff. You don't remember that? Do you remember going to the glass
Wait,
blowing place?
I do remember the glass blowing place. That was pretty cool.
Do you remember
Um,
that? Okay. I
I,
still have
I do
the
remember that.
nightlight somewhere. We made nightlights.
I
That was
I
the whole
have
point.
mine too. It was a very very poor recreation of SpongeBob. I might have to show that off on the video. Um,
Mine was just abstract art.
a lot of my stories are about popcorn selling in the Pinewood Derby, because that was the majority of it, pretty much.
Believe me, popcorn selling. For me, I might make an entire raging video just for popcorn selling because of how awful of an experience that is to sell popcorn that costs way too much for something so low quality when you got Girl Scouts over here selling
Okay,
their
okay
cookies
though.
for cheap.
Okay, the popcorn was higher quality when we were selling it. chocolate drizzle popcorn, golden. That was my favorite kind.
Doesn't exist anymore. Kettle corn?
I know they discontinued it. I know they didn't even have a chocolate one anymore.
Kettle corn?
Sucks.
Kettle corn?
I only
Absolutely
had the
amazing.
kettle corn. I had the kettle corn only once because nobody could ever get it.
Because it was always a good seller.
It was always the most popular one, but nobody could ever get it.
And they got rid of it. They have always gotten rid of the best sellers. They've always gotten rid of them. I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense. They sell nuts now. Chocolate covered nuts instead of the chocolatey drizzle popcorn. They sell jerky straight to the thing. But they don't have kettle corn anymore. Why? Why did they get rid of kettle corn? That is such a good flavor for popcorn. I don't even eat popcorn anymore because I'm tired of the kernels getting stuck in my teeth and me sitting there for hours, days, months trying to get them out, and my teeth just being in agony, pure pain until I get a piece of dental floss in there so deep that I actually accidentally rip out a cavity filling. True story, by the way. That happened recently, like a month ago. 2 months ago? I don't know. I don't have any track of time anymore. Thanks to my job where I work till 2 o'clock in the frickin' morning.
What is some other? And then the other one, I want to do Cubby Scouts, which would definitely be just one video, but I want to do one talking about DI, my time in DI. I wanted to do that a while ago. Didn't get to because I wanted to do it with Eli. Eli was never available. And that one's going to be the long one. It's probably going to be an hour or more of me just talking about it.
Talk about your awesome trip to Poland that you took.
Yeah, that. That'll definitely be in there.
Which is so disappointing. I would have loved to go to Poland.
It was going to be
so jealous
good.
of you going to Poland.
I was so good. I don't know if I'll ever go now. Not because of COVID, because of the Ukraine stuff. All the refugees going there, and it's being so close to Russia. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go anywhere right now.
I'm staying homegrown in the U.S. I got a lot of stuff in the U.S. I want to do, like California and
like
Texas. I was reminded last night of an item on my bucket list, which is the 72-ounce steak challenge at the Big Texan. It's a restaurant in Texas.
What?
Yeah, I was reminded of that. I almost forgot that I wanted to do that.
Heart Attack Diner. We should go to Heart Attack Diner. You ever heard of Heart Attack?
The Heart Attack Grill. It's in Vegas.
That's what it is.
I want to go to Vegas.
We should do a Vegas.
I don't know.
That would be a good vlog.
Oh my god, yes.
We could do several.
When we're old enough.
In Vegas. We could do David
if we're not old enough
style vlogs.
If we're not 21, we're not going to be able to go to any of the casinos. So that's like 90% of Vegas. So.
You think the casinos are where it's at, do you? No. We're gonna do this David Dobrik style.
Also other stuff.
We're gonna do this David Dobrik style. You're gonna put us all in trouble. We're all gonna die pretty much, or get really, really badly injured, and you're just gonna give us a free car, and it'll all brush over until 10 years down the line when you put us on a crane, and then we smack our head really hard, and now David Dobrik doesn't exist. Same as you. You're the new David Dobrik. Congratulations.
The hell? Can we just go to the Heart Attack Grill instead?
Yeah, we can go to Heart Attack Grill. There's actually a lot of things that I want to do. We're really banking on this success in the YouTube variety, though, for any of this to happen, because it's a lot of money.
Even if we aren't, it is a lot of money, but we could still do it, even if we aren't.
I'm gonna be
YouTubers.
I'm gonna be a bachelor forever. You know, I'm never getting married. I'm never having kids. It's gonna be me and my dogs. That's it.
How does that have to do with Vegas?
Money.
That is true.
I don't have to spend it on greedy kids and greedy wives.
No, you get to spend it all on gas.
This is true. Gas prices are crazy. I have a really good gas mileage car. I don't know how to say that correctly.
It's the only thing that's.
My 300,000 mile Kia Forte is getting really good gas mileage right now. I only had to pay $50 to fill it up, whereas everybody I'm talking to, you know, they're spending like $70, $80 to fill up their trucks and stuff.
I'm still in the 40s range, but I do get a discount. That's
Because you
probably
work at
why.
Kroger. That's probably why, yeah. I literally have to get it from USA to go. It's the only place that I can get it from. I'm not driving all the way out
You
of my way
work
to go
at
to
a.
Kroger.
Wait, no. You work at a. Nope. I thought you worked at Speedway. Why did
Nope.
I think you worked at Speedway? I
Nope.
was like, you work at a gas station.
I do not work at a gas
No,
station,
you
unfortunately.
work at a convenience store
Exactly.
that
Convenience.
has
Convenience is a weird word.
Fago fireworks.
Yeah, and nobody else has it, I guess. And I don't know why we still do. I thought it was a 4th of July thing, but it's still there.
It was supposed to be a summer thing.
And it still keeps coming. And I get a lot of different Mountain Dew variety from there too in my little mix things. Speaking of which, you
I
need to do
finally.
more mixology videos that just mix random things. Like spark
Well, I
voltage
need more to
and
do.
shock.
Like, I need more to do.
Do the electricity flavors. Mix them together. See what they taste like. You know?
Maybe, maybe.
Create a new flavor. You know what just hit me the other day? Has there ever been a grape Mountain Dew flavor?
Yeah, it was pitch black.
Pitch Black was grape?
It's supposed to be grape.
Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't think there's ever been one, but I guess there has been.
There's been a grape flavor. Maybe, I don't know.
You can
I
make
still
your
have to
own
work
Pitch
through my
Black.
reserve.
You can make your own
I
Pitch
don't know what
Black.
the ingredients are. I am also that's my number
Grapes
one flavor I'm trying
and
to
Mountain Dew. And black. Just funnel pure darkness into it. I'm sure it'll work just fine. You know?
get. Just suck the night sky.
Just get that stupid vacuum cleaner thing from Luigi's Mansion. Just point it straight up at the night sky and just start sucking it off.
I can make a vacuum, but like it has the industrial like suction power of a toilet, like one of those hotel toilets, and
No,
use
no, no,
that.
no. No, no, no. The suction power of a plane toilet. Where it launches
I've
it
never used a
so
plane toilet.
fast. Where it launches it so fast that it burns up upon re-entry. Otherwise, some random guy is just gonna get knocked on the noggin with a giant ass turd.
Have you? I've only flown in a plane. Well, technically twice, but for one trip was to and back.
Am I just rich or something? I've been in planes a lot. More than I can count.
We always drive places. That's why.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've driven a couple different places.
I
We drove
don't
to
mind
Pennsylvania for Hershey and
planes.
stuff.
I didn't like getting up at 3 in the morning for a 10 a.m. flight, but
Well, sorry about my weird faces that I'm just doing. Well, the most recent flight I took was down to Florida Sea Base in the Keys to do scuba diving, which is in a podcast episode that doesn't exist. Thanks, Tyler.
shut up.
But that was a fun time. But like that plane trip, we didn't have to get up that early. Well, no, that's not true. We did meet at the North Campus at 2:00 in the morning. Never mind. And I straight up just didn't even sleep because I was like, well, if I sleep, I'm not gonna be able to wake up. So I just literally went there, parked my car where we're gonna meet, and I just slept there until somebody showed up. And then it started raining really, really hard, and that woke me up, and I couldn't sleep. But again, long plane ride, long car ride. I got my sleep in. Felt good. Long plane ride. About, 3.5 to 4 hours, I think, something like that. And then, the plane ride back was pretty much the same. Did a lot of sleeping.
I was gonna be on a plane to go over to Europe.
To go to Poland, and then coronavirus happened. Which is now freaking years ago, Tyler. Years ago. 2019.
It was around 2 years ago that we were going to be flying there.
2019, my brother.
It was 2020.
2020 at the beginning of the year, though. 2019 is when we were like starting to have these concerns about COVID. And then it was late in the year. It was like November, and then March.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was
when
March.
I have concern. I don't remember exactly when I had concern about COVID, so I'm just going to tie it back to my rant that I did about it back in the February 2020.
Yeah. It was right in the early year of 2020, which is what I was saying. We started getting concerns about it in November, and then around March is when schools started closing. I remember this because my life fell apart and I lost count of sleep and time, and I couldn't remember what day of the week it was, and my YouTube channel started falling off, and I was just like, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, reboot the podcast, ha 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 ha. Uh-oh, 2 episodes, time for another reboot 2 years in the future. Good times. Good times. Anyway, we're back. We're back in this podcast space. Spacey. Space. And anyway, I think with that, I think we should wrap up this episode. We're 50 minutes in. It's been a long one. It's been a good one. Good long. Good talks. Good future plans.
Let's see if I got anything else I need to exclaim before we jump off the deep end into the next one.
Into the next one.
Any funny... I've seen a lot of bad drivers lately. Have you seen a lot of bad drivers? You are a bad driver.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not. I'm an angry driver. I'm an angry driver. I'm an aggressive driver. I drive like a race car.
Yeah, you are an aggressive driver.
I turn the music to the max and I gun it.
One day, I guarantee you, if you keep doing that, one day you're going to hit the gas and you're going to hear a pop and your car is just not going to be able to go and you're going to be stuck in the middle of the road.
Or I'm going to hit a tree, die, and finally die a happy death.
Don't hurt trees. Don't hurt nature.
Trees? Trees? I am the Lorax. I speak
just
for
be
the trees.
Just be that guy that drove through that funeral in the Batman movie.
Oh, you mean the part that I was asleep for? Oh, sucks.
You were asleep for that part. God damn it,
And with that, it is time to end this episode of podcast time. Strollin and Trollin. It's time to end this episode of Strollin and Trollin. Say goodbye, Tyler, my friend, my friend, my fellow podcast guy. Say goodbye. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Hey.
Say it again.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.